Good evening.
Hello, Mary.
Hi. Right. What do you think of Prince, first of all?
Fantastic. Fantastic. I think that's... actually, I was only talking to Sally about this yesterday. We reckon that Bat Dance is the craziest and perhaps the best single of the year.
Yeah.
That didn't really sound like Prince from where I was, though.
It's difficult. The speakers are facing me, Sally. I'm sorry.
Great. Particularly played loud, Bat Dance is just incredible, isn't it?
I know. I mean, that's what I hear in my house all the time because my son keeps playing it. Yeah. But anyway, this is my theory, that I don't know anybody who doesn't like Prince. I've yet to meet someone who doesn't like Prince. I think it's very interesting.
No.
It wasn't a serious question to think about, Andy.
No, I'm sorry. I was just trying there, you know. But,
it's like with the Batman album. I mean, there are loads of people who think there are various Prince bits and pieces that aren't that good. But I don't know anybody who's listened to Prince who can't find something they can get off on.
Yeah, I know it's interesting. Well, I think it's interesting that the chap who wrote the actual score, the movie score, he's a bit miffed because everyone's talking about the Prince soundtrack and that he wrote this. And actually the score is brilliant.
Well, we were approached, but because we knew that Prince would get all the publicity, we turned it down, actually.
Yeah, we thought we'll keep a back shadow there.
Yeah.
Wise people. OK, well, the reason why I invited you down here today is I played your single a couple of weeks ago, I Wished I'd Said That, which is an absolutely stunning, brilliant single. Now, let's recap very briefly. It's not your debut single.
No, we've released two singles before on our own label, which was called Roustabout. The first single a couple of years ago was called Somewhere on Sea, and the one that came out last year was called Anywhere But Home. Then our own label ran into problems because Red Rhino collapsed, and we got picked up by Stephen Street, Morrissey's producer, Smith's producer, etc., who set up his own label called The Foundation. And we joined them a couple of months ago, and this is our third single, our first release on the Foundation label.
Yeah.
Right. Boy, talk about man getting his facts across.
If that makes sense.
It does make sense. I'm gobstruck. So the single before this was the one that John Peel said he played it just to prove he has melody in his programme.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. I'm not sure if he's played the new one, but that one he played because I think people were beginning to say you only get on the John Peel show if you sound like Sonic Youth or Loop. And he played our single quite a lot and always prefaced it with some crack about, just to show we have a bit of melody and stuff.
Well, the man's got a sense of humour.
Yeah. So we didn't mind at all.
Of course you wouldn't.
No.
When I first got the single, this is really honest, actually. I told your chap at your record company, I was looking at my records here one day, and I looked at the cover. And I never want to judge a record by its cover, believe me. But I looked at it and I actually said, this is the kind of record John Peel would play. And then when I read the bit inside about him saying that, I just thought, oh, my prophetic soul and all that, you know. But
is it a dummy?
I just sort of like the colour, I don't know.
The colour, yeah. Well, we decided, we racked our brains for weeks trying to think what we were going to put on the cover of this single, and then we were sort of basically inspired by that, Dave will know, what was the name of that film with the dummy? Magic.
Yeah.
The ventriloquist dummy that comes alive and goes around creating,
That's such a frightening
sticking
film.
things into people. And we just thought, I wish I'd said that, and a ventriloquist dummy just seemed to go together nicely.
I never thought that. Very appropriate.
Yeah.
Well, what impressed me, and this is, I'm getting on to why I asked you, Dan, because there's something about, well, apart from the sort of lyrical content, which, Andy, I believe you write the lyrics.
Yes.
And it was also the melody, and I just liked the whole sound of it. And it sounded like there's loads going on there.
Well, I hope so. It's nice of you to say so. We have... I mean, we're very into sort of melodies, not only just from the sort of the tune of the actual lyric, the singing, but also the guitar playing, the bass playing that Henry does is very, very melodic. He just doesn't just sort of dung, 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 like a lot of bass players these days. He plays almost like a third guitar player.
Yeah.
And so there is a lot going on. That's why we were so miffed when the Melody Maker this week reviewed it and said there was no tune or melody to this single. So we're on the streets tonight, Everett, and if we find you...
What do they know?
Exactly.
But anyway, I thought it was pretty good, and
Thank you.
And I never read reviews anyway, and you guys certainly should not.
No, we don't really.
So also what I was going to ask you was, I can't think now, by threatening members of the press on air.
You're all right, you're sat behind a big desk, it'll be difficult to get over.
Well, anyway, I was going to... Oh, God, see, you made me nervous. I'm clunking my microphone. It's going all over the place. See, people can't see me talking to you, but I do wave my hands around a lot.
She does.
She does.
It's Sally's manic stare putting you off.
No. So what I was going to say was that the lyrics are not incredibly distinct on the record. Now, is that something that you're happy with, or do you not feel the lyrics are terribly... Well, obviously they're important to you, because I had to listen really hard to kind of make out some of them.
I think maybe in the past, when we've been recording, I've been a little bit reticent about pushing the voice, maybe, and all that's going to change now, because I think our lyrics are worth listening to.
Absolutely.
They're not, you know, I love you, you love me, etc., etc.
Exactly.
They are worth listening to, and when we record in the future, the voice, I imagine Stephen Street will be cracking the whip and sticking me in that booth a bit longer than people have done in the past, making them a bit better, making them a bit louder, and no doubt having a lyric sheet as well, so that you can have A-level examinations about them.
Well, it's funny. That's not as sort of like that's. I can understand what you're saying exactly, because on my very first show, months and months ago, I had Green Guardside from Scritti Polition, and I kind of said the same thing to him, that I couldn't. His lyrics and his vocals were always like really low, and I couldn't really make out what he was singing about half the time. He just said he was very self-conscious about his voice and about his lyrics.
I think it's true. Well, he's very tall, isn't he? He's taller than me, so he's probably even more self-conscious. I walked down the street alongside him once, actually, and he was about 3 feet taller than me, and it put me off.
Well, apart from the fact he's actually gorgeous, Andy. No offence.
Well,
Yeah, so what excuse have you got, Andy?
none at all. But no, it is very true. I mean, because we've been so involved in the production of stuff that we've done up till now, you do, I mean, personally, I do tend to sit there and think, oh, God, you know, bring the vocals down a little bit. And somebody like Stephen Street, who's a bit more of a hard taskmaster, will say to me, push that back up, boy, leave it alone, get out of the studio. And I think that'll help us in the
Good. Well, we look forward
I've
to
had a few surprises when we've actually been in the studio. You've been rehearsing songs, you've been doing them live. Suddenly you get in the studio, take everything else away apart from Andy's voice, and you think, my God, he's saying that. And, you know, it totally changes the meaning of the song, and you've got it in your head that it's something else. And a lot of the time it's actually about people we know. I think that's why Andy... No, I didn't say that. Andy can be a little bit... quiet about that side, I think.
Yeah. Well, now I've moved away from Leighton, and which is where a lot of our songs drew their inspiration from, shall we say. Mate, there are a lot of a lot of people who could pick up on our records, and so maybe that was what it was all about.
So now you're at a safe distance. You'll feel free to name the guilty people.
In fact, I have a list here.
Well, listen, it's great talking to you, but I think you came here to play live, actually.
Oh, did we?
Well, that as well.
No.
So, listen, time is zipping, as it always does here for us on a Saturday evening. So I'm going to play a record. You're going to go next door, get ready to play.
Right.
And then we'll be able to talk.
Keep dancing.
Lovely.
After all, so this is something really interesting, actually, if I can remember what it is. Oh, I can't remember. No, it is interesting, I know, but I know. This will surprise you. Yeah, I knew I thought this song was interesting. That was the Four Tops, would you believe? Actually featuring Levi Stubbs there, and it was recorded in 1956, and that was I Wish You Would. And let me see. Somebody called in, yes. We've got Fred and Leslie, who've just given birth to a bouncing baby boy. So congratulations, the pair of you, and I think that the Caretaker Race should dedicate the first song to Fred and Leslie and their new boy.
We will do. Congratulations. This is called Anywhere But Home. It's such an act of trust, you sitting still beside me here, that tells these seats could tell a laugh, a cry, a punch, a tear. But we're alone at last, with greenbanks crowding in on us. Your feet up on the dash like some hateful child on a big green bus, so hold me into the night. Oh baby, here comes midnight. You make my poor heart sing. You make me everything. You drive me insane. You drive me anywhere but home. Anywhere but home. Anywhere but home. Anywhere. Felt the same since you gave me that book to read. It's J.G. Ballard's crashing, I'm out of my head, this dangerous deed. Forgive me if I put my foot down, but if I don't, we won't get home. I love to be with you, I sometimes need to be alone, so hold me into the night. Oh baby, here comes midnight. You You make my poor heart sing. You make me everything. You drive me insane. You drive me anywhere but home. Anywhere but home. Anywhere but home. Anywhere. And as the miles roll on and on, I know that nothing can go wrong. The headlights catch us 2 by 2 as we christen this Nissan, I love you. So hold me into the night. Oh baby, here comes midnight. You make my poor heart sing. You make me everything. You drive me insane. You drive me anywhere but home. Anywhere but home. Anywhere but home. Anywhere.
Great stuff. The Caretaker Race. Wonderful. And that was your last single, wasn't it, Andy?
Yes, it was.
Okay, I'll talk to you a bit later on. And that was actually only 3 of the Caretaker Race playing their live today. That was the 2 Andys on guitars and Dave, the drummer, on tambourine or something, some rattly old thing. So anyway, what can I tell you?
Journey, it's called 2 Minutes by Train. Come on, baby, take my hand. I'll pull you free of the sinking sand. The sun in your eyes, the salt in your hair. I'd know that old look anywhere. I came down through the town today, went back on the hill. I heard them say, hey, it's another blue sky, another grey day. I kept on walking anyway, because I know why. The people say there's too much time on our hands today. 10 minutes by boat, 2 minutes by train. I'm back on the hallowed turf again. Come on, darling, I understand. I'll pull you free of the sinking sand. The sun in your eye, the salt in your hair. I'd know that old frock anywhere. I went back through the town today, went back on the hill. I heard them say, hey, it's another blue sky, another grey day. I kept on walking my own way, because I know why. The people say there's too much time in the world today. 10 minutes by boat, 2 minutes by train. I'm back on the hallowed turf again. 2 2 minutes by train.
Great stuff. The Caretaker Race playing live for us here today at GLR. We'll have more from them in a little while. Let me down, they're brilliant. But we'll hear more from the Caretaker Race in a little while. And that was a track, as you all know, the turning of the... Wherever you are, speak to me.
We're here, Mary.
Well, you introduced this, Andy.
Right, this is our current single on the Foundation label called I Wish I'd Said That. Just like to say happy birthday, Lester, happy birthday, Denise. And we're playing at the Camden Falcon on the 13th of September. This is the new single. 1, 2, 3, 4. The roof, we crossed our fingers, delivered the proof. I love that was based not on friendship, but truth for a change. I remember that night up there on the roof. We crossed our fingers, delivered the proof. A love that was based not on friendship, but truth for a change. Well, let's forget the normal pattern of things. This love isn't based on exchanging of rings. Your guitar sounds just like a nightingale sings. Oh, but I wish I'd said that. You took the words from my mouth. Yeah, I wish I'd said that. You took the book from the shelf. Come to know that look so well. She resents our happiness somehow. What she had, she's lost. What you've got, she couldn't spell. But I wish I'd said that. You took the words from my mouth. Yeah, I wish I'd said that. You took the book from the shelf. But if it all went wrong, though I don't know where, well, maybe one night if we came up for air, remember your laugh, the light on your head till I die. But I remember that night up there on the roof. We crossed our fingers, delivered the proof. A love that was based not on friendship, but truth for a change. Oh, but I wish I'd said that. You took the words from my mouth. Yeah, I wish I'd said that. You took the book from the shelf. Yeah, I wish I'd said that. You took the words from my mouth. Yeah, I wish I'd said that. You took the book and you gave me that love.
Brilliant. Great. The Caretaker Race playing live for us here today at GLR, and that's their new single, the mega new single, out on the Foundation label. Andy, you said you were doing a gig. Where was that?
The Camden Falcon, Royal College Street, on September the 13th.
Oh.
Be nice to see you all there.
Oh, what day is that?
It's a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And you're on the guest list, Mary.
You devil hope so. I'm going to be there. I mean, the reason why I asked what days, I'm not allowed out on Friday nights.
Oh, well, that's all right. Nor are we. Is it bail with you as well?
No, it's just doing a radio show.
Electronic bleepers, good lord.
And having to deal with you guys, and people like you on a Saturday. No, seriously, I think that's absolutely brilliant. And I just think it should be on Top of the Pops or something. And I
Thanks
think
very much, Mary. We think so too.
It will be one day.
no, it's wonderful. I'll tell you what you should do. What I would do if I was running your record company,
Yep.
I'd keep reissuing it every month.
Why not?
Steve and Jerry, are you listening?
If there were more shows like yours that would play it, well, we probably would be up there on Top of the Pops.
Well, listen, I'll tell you, I think you will be, because you guys are going to be mega. All I can say to you is, remember me.
We will.
And
Who are
listen,
you? Did we forget you? Harry Costello.
get out of here. Listen, you'll all be wearing sunglasses pretty damn soon.